Hello and welcome to Phillipsburg, Kansas. Clint Cox and Aim Baird here for OpenSpacesSports.com. We've got a delight tonight. They picked it up on the schedule that the Northern Valley boys will travel to Phillipsburg tonight. It's going to be an all-men's affair as the junior varsity boys are on the court at the moment. And then we will get into the varsity here after the conclusion of this one. They'll put some time on the clock and we'll get ready to go. But right now we're in the junior varsity action.
Good take there by number 30, Jaden Allen. We'll run through a couple of these starters here for you guys. I've got the Phillipsburg starters for the JV. At number 20, Ryan Babcock is a 5'8" sophomore. Number 23, Zordon Taylor, a 6'2" sophomore. Number 25, Rhett Shelton, a 6'1" sophomore. There was number 30, Jaden Allen. He's a freshman, 5'7". He makes his first free throw attempt right there to get the scoring going in this game. And then the last starter was Caden Seams, number 45. He's a 6'3" freshman. There's your starters for the Phillipsburg Panthers in this one.
And Northern Valley will start it this way. They'll start the sophomores, Brody Preston, as well as Drew Skimper as a sophomore. Another sophomore, Gabe Rudd. Number 22, Jason Cox. He's a sophomore as well. He's got the ball right there. As Skimper goes in, hesitates once and goes up and scores. And the lone senior starter there is Aaron Hendrickson here for Northern Valley.
A lot of youth on the court right now, which you like to see if you're either of the sides coaches in this. Is the Phillipsburg Northern Valley matchup. The talk, of course, was just like when Jim and John Harbaugh had to meet each other in the Super Bowl with Kevin Sides and Keith Sides coming together for a matchup for the ages, of course, tonight on both the JV and varsity side of things.
I think somehow they got this scheduled because of a lack of a Stockton boys program this year.
Yeah.
So Northern Valley and Phillipsburg both wanted to fill the date, and this is the date that worked for everybody.
The very last regular season day possible is today, because Sub-State starts tomorrow for a lot of teams. They play Tuesdays and Fridays this week, and so everyone's Sub-State regionals will get started tomorrow. Of course, the Northern Valley boys get a bye for the first start of that. Hendrickson with a nice take there.
That was Brody Preston, sorry.
With a nice take there. Sorry, I looked down. It's my bad. That was number 25. Rhett Shelton didn't look down that time, so he gets his first bucket of the game.
So the Northern Valley boys have had a pretty successful junior varsity schedule. I think they've lost 2 is what we kind of figured out there the other night. Aim is this is going to be a test. Is some definite athletes out there for Phillipsburg with some serious length.
Yeah, for sure. So if Gabe Rudd, they're going to look to him inside and to do what he does best, of course, and that's just jump over, regardless of the size of the defender, jump over the defenders. But he's got a tall order ahead of him, and we're going to have a full game out here. Sometimes they play only a half game of action, so expect probably to only see Brody Preston and Drew Skimper at least for only half of this game. They might spread them out here and save some of those quarters and minutes for later tonight in the varsity matchup.
I'm sure that'll go both ways for Northern Valley and the Panthers here tonight. We got hesitation and kick out, and it'll be another open 3 that will not go. That one was fired up by Allen, and the Panthers have yet to hit from the outside here tonight, but they've had some good looks. Northern Valley going to go against that it's a 3-2 zone. They point that with the big man Seams at the top of it, a 6'3" freshman inside. This time they get the ball inside to Rudd, but he couldn't make it. And out to the run was the Phillipsburg Panthers, up and easy. That's the way to score the basketball. You don't need to be able to shoot a high percentage when they're layups, and that's going to be Rhett Shelton's second bucket of the night.
Yeah, points in transition tonight. Both teams are going to be eager to get those opportunities and get out running in front and try to beat the opposing defense back. They want those numbers and to not have to deal with that pesky lockup defense on both sides of the ball.
Somebody might want to shut the door or the window there, as I have not seen Drew Skimper airball too many in his career. He just put up one there. 5-4, the Panthers lead. Is that one free throw? They'll get it inside, up with the left hand. No good, but he'll get his own fall rebound. How about another offensive time? But
spiked to the ground by Rudd, but saved again. There's the length of both teams at play right there. Both teams doing a good job using some athletic ability to try to keep that ball alive. It goes to the Huskies after it's all said and done. Number 20 there, though, pokes it out. That's Ryan Babcock tipping the ball away.
So something else you can see here that's not normal, we've got a varsity crew working the junior varsity game here. They wanted to get 2 games in for their pay. So we've got a high school varsity crew that's running this junior varsity game here for us tonight.
Have to get warmed up a little bit.
There's 3 officials out there. They're ready to go. I appreciate their willingness to come out here and be able to help with this crazy kind of date. As Skimper steps on the line, it'll be a turnover there for the Huskies.
Yeah,
it'll go over to Phillipsburg.
That was really good defense by Seams right there, just pressuring Skimper on the baseline there and giving him no real estate to work with.
As the temperatures dropped outside today, everybody was looking forward to this one here tonight in the varsity matchup especially. But in the junior varsity game, I feel this is going to be a tight contest as well, with Skimper having that steal over to Brody Preston. Open for 3. He'll let it go short. Long rebound, and here we've got an outlet run here by Shelton. Again, he'll go through the defense, and he'll be fouled. He's going to earn himself a trip to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I love the aggressive play of Shelton so far early in this game, just slashing and attacking to the rim and going straight through the defenders.
Rhett Shelton, a 6'1" sophomore. He's got 4, looking for 5 and 6 right here. This one's short. As substitutions come in here for the Panthers, is number 10, Carter Kendall, is a 5'8" freshman, and number 12 is Landon Wyatt, a 5'8" sophomore. Second one rattles all the way around, but not down, and they'll get the ball back as it goes off of Skimper last. Phillipsburg will throw it in underneath.
Yeah, this Skimper-Seams matchup is going to be fun to watch as long as they're both on the floor. Like you said, both of these guys might only get a chance to play half of this JV game, because I imagine both of them, well, we know Skimper, but I imagine Seams plays a pretty important role on that varsity Panthers team as well.
Shelton missed that one as he caught an inbounds pass that he probably should have scored. That's his second missed opportunity there. And it'll go off of Brody Preston, off of Shelton's defense, and he comes up with a steal. They'll bring it across here with Babcock, and he'll set the offense. Northern Valley in the man-to-man defense here like normal. They've got Kendall trying to go inside the seams, and they finally get it to him, and a foul will be on Brody Preston just because he was probably a little too aggressive.
That's right.
So Seams will go to the line, his first trip to the line here tonight. 6'3", freshman. It's got to be the draft. It's got to be the draft. You know?
A lot of people still showing up to the game right now. The doors opening and closing a lot. That's what we're going to blame for both teams.
Yeah, just the way the ball comes off of Seams' hand, I wouldn't anticipate that being a normal case as he drains the second one. Skimper had one earlier. Seams had one this time. 6-4 Panthers lead. 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. We are going to play a full 4 quarters in the junior varsity matchup.
Ball sticking in the Huskies' hand a little too much there, trying to figure out how to get around this length. They don't usually play teams who are as, tall all around as these Panthers are. I thought maybe they'd be able to take advantage of it a little bit with a couple 5'8" people coming in, but here are a couple more subs. Zordon Taylor will come back into the game and give them more of that length. We talked about him before.
As Jaden Allen.
Yeah, so they're back to more of the look of their starting lineup here, So Babcock kicks the ball over to Allen. There's Taylor looking to drive.
A wide open opportunity is cash money for Ryan Babcock. Knockdown's the first 3-pointer for either team, extending that lead to 5 points here by the Panthers. There's a high ball screen here by Northern Valley. They'll try and float it up, but that's an easy pick.
Yeah, way too soft of a passer. You're going to have to be stronger and more assertive with it if you want to get it through those creases in the defense.
Good defense there by Rudd will create a steal on the defensive end for Northern Valley. And with 1 minute to go here, Northern Valley going to set this high ball screen again. Preston tries to go to the rim.
There's just always someone that gets an extra hand in there, isn't there?
There's a lot of length on the floor, and they're playing very good defense, just the way Coach Keith's sides and crew want to have happen. Follow-away jumper by Hendrickson, and good. The senior just decided to take it on his own merit. Wyatt tries to go inside, and Preston took it from him. Preston's going to be run out, and he'll put up a shot and score it. Now we're just with a 1-point game as Northern Valley will need to set and be crunch here against this 20 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Allen over to Babcock.
Babcock will drive. He has that shot blocked by Hendrickson and Skimper, and will stay here with 11 ticks to go. Substitutions in, number 3, Leighton Wyatt, a 5'5" freshman, into the game for the Panthers.
Skimper's been doing a really good job as of late, having active hands going straight up on, and that's going to be a foul on Rudd.
No, he just gave him the,
really?
He threw it off of the inbounder. He didn't raise his hand for a foul.
I thought they were going to call it on foul going over the head of the guy.
Just 3 fouls early in this one. Brody Preston stop, pop at the top of the key, no good. And with no time left, Skimper does not get that one off. We're going to be 9-8 at the end of one. Thanks for joining us here at Open Spaces Sports. We'll be for action. Looks like the starters are going to roll here one more time for Northern Valley. Hendrickson, Preston, Rudd, Skimper, and Cox. Along with the starters look to be all the way the same. No, they got number 3 in there, Wyatt, as well as 23, Taylor, Allen, Shelton, and this 3 by Cox is no good. Hendrickson goes over the top and gets an offensive rebound. He'll have to go all the way back out to Gabe Rudd as Panthers have gone into a man-to-man defense now, exited the zone. And Northern Valley trying to get through it as this foul will go against Shelton as he went through the screen of Rudd. So it'll be Phillipsburg's first foul on the night and Shelton's first as well. Hendrickson to play it in off the far sideline. Has to play it deep all the way to Brody Preston. Brody trying to go off the dribble here against Allen. He gets by one. He'll get all the way to the rim, flip it up and in.
Good athletic move there by Preston. After getting through that initial contact of the defense, being able to weave his way through those big guys. And on the other end, Wyatt answers with a 3. Just when the Huskies take a lead, they lose it immediately.
And that's all about transition defense. They just didn't find shooters at all and left a wide open opportunity for Wyatt, and he made it pay.
Got to get hands in the face.
This one will go to Cox on the wing and back to Preston. Into the corner for Drew Skimper's 3 on the way, and splash dynamite for Drew Skimper.
They closed that door.
Close the door, and we can get us into
Everyone's
a hot shooting
now.
deal. Northern Valley now up 13-12. Wyatt into the corner. He goes to Seams. And back out top here to Shelton. His dribble pass to Allen right here in front of us. Behind the back crossover, frees himself over the ball screen for a 3, but it's no good. Offensive rebound. Seams is no good as well. He'll get another offensive time, and he'll drop it, and he'll be fouled. To the line will go Jordan Taylor.
Huskies need to do a better job there of finding shooters and finding other people to put a body on once the shot goes up. Is too many opportunities for the Panthers.
And it wasn't just on that possession. They've been beating them up on the offensive board here so far here tonight.
Which is really, it's a close game right now. But, in a couple categories like that, that's where you can really start to split the gap in the scoring column. Later as the game goes on, those stats start to make a bigger difference.
2 free throws up and down for Taylor. Now they'll fall back into that zone defense, does the Panthers. Skip pass to Cox. Now they'll swing it quickly all the way around to Hendrickson. Thought about a 3 in there. They haven't found Gabe Rudd. And Seams has got a steal out here in front. Preston tries to go up and contend. Does just enough to create a miss. Wyatt with yet an offensive rebound again for the Panthers as this ball will go through Babcock's hands, and it'll be a turnover. Allen's hands.
Yeah.
as he was looking to go to the rim, just took his eye off of it just enough.
Yeah, tough break for Phillipsburg there. Getting the ball back, trying to get into an offensive set, and just losing the ball on something like that's unfortunate. They just took their eye off of it.
Offensive rebound, this time by the Huskies. Rudd, he kicks it back to Preston. He'll parry it. Brody Preston's got 6 here early in this one. Wyatt. Up top is Shelton. He'll go with the right-hand dribble, tries to go to the baseline, but this is the second consecutive turnover, just maybe playing a little too fast on the offensive end there for the Panthers. We've got a new substitution into the game. Number 2 is Avery Jacobs, a 5'5" freshman, as well coming back onto the floor. Is that number 20?
Babcock.
Is Babcock back onto the floor. Hendrickson back to Brody Preston. He'll have one dribble drop inside, tries to go inside, but can't.
And they're going to call over right here. Preston wants the shove call, and he might have a good case, but once the call is made,
he couldn't stop.
There
was no stopping.
Yeah. If Preston could have put the brakes on a little more, he could have drawn a little more contact to get the foul in his favor, but as far as this one goes, it's going to go back to the Panthers.
Inside they go quickly here, and they're getting way too many easy opportunities at the block.
Yeah.
This one was passed up, but they'll go right at it again as Taylor's drive and now pick back to Seams. Out in the corner here to Jacobs. Inside to Seams again. He's doubled, but now he'll go back with a left hand and no good. Grudd will clear the rebound.
And I thought it was a double dribble as well, but the ref right here said it was tipped, and so that's why he was able to do that. I know that the Northern Valley crowd over there didn't see it, so that's why I'm letting them know.
Skimper drives. He'll kick to Hendrickson now. Dribble weave a little bit. Here's Preston. Trying to dribble weave a zone. That doesn't work very well, and Preston's got a turnover. Seams out in front of everybody. Will lay it in with
Huskies got to do a lot better job of making
that was
smart
Shelton.
passes.
I screwed that one up. That was Shelton, wasn't it? Or was it Seams?
That was Seams. Preston doing a nice job there, splitting the defense. Just couldn't get the shot to fall, but it looked like it was going to stay here with the Huskies. Rudd needs to just grab that thing instead of tipping it around. Grab it with 2 hands and then reset after that.
Panthers lead 16-15 with 3:41 to go.
Not the high-scoring affair we're sometimes used to seeing with this Northern Valley boys JV, as they're playing a team that can also play some pretty good defense in their own right in the Panthers.
Great take there by Babcock. He just couldn't get it soft enough to the rim, but he was.
I like the head fake that he had to create that space to go to the rim. Unfortunately, it couldn't fall, though.
The 3-2 defense is something that Northern Valley's junior varsity team has not seen this year. The length on the perimeter is making it very difficult to get a good pass off.
Hendrickson shot there just short.
They go back to Babcock. His three-pointer on the way is going to be short. Offensive rebound will go to the Huskies as it goes off of Shelton last.
Yeah, they're kind of letting them play a little bit, going after the rebounds and stuff, which I like, as both of these teams, have players that can be physical and go up and get the ball, and athletic guys. So it should be a fun night on both the JV and the varsity.
Seams out, Allen in. This is the shortest lineup that the Panthers have brought to the table here tonight, as they've taken the big off, and Northern Valley goes right at them with Gabe Rudd, and an offensive rebound here by Skimper, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the immediate change. We talk about the shortest lineup they've had out there, and it was one of the first times in a long time the Huskies have been able to go inside and use both their bigs and Rudd and Skimper to their advantage. We saw it instantly.
The 3-2 defense is something that you can use with the length. It just
it's pretty menacing with Seams on that point.
It definitely is. He's a menace out there. As Skimper's first one was off, second one is good.
Not to say they don't have good size down low, though, but it's a lot easier for the Huskies to get those puts inside and draw contact like they did right there.
Inside is going to be a great move by Shelton. He's going to be our leading scorer so far here tonight. I've got him down for 7.
Yeah.
18-16, the Panthers lead.
Skimper picks up his dribble in the deep corner there, and Taylor's not going to make life easy on him. Huskies.
And a steal by the Panthers, out alone for an easy layup, but they missed it again. That was Babcock on that one.
Yeah, Preston kind of faked him out a little bit, made him think he was going to jump up, and maybe he was expecting a little bit more contact than he got.
Hendrickson's three goes begging, and an offensive rebounding foul on Jason Cox.
Yeah, trying to go through the guy.
Northern Valley's lucky to be just down 2 in this one. Phillipsburg has had many opportunities where they've been point-blank range and have not been able to score the basketball. Seems is back in here.
Just under 2 minutes left before halftime. Like you said, Huskies down 2. Need to find a way to create a little bit more offense. As like you said, they've had a couple of lucky breaks with the Panthers missing, but you can't imagine they're going to miss those looks much longer.
To the rim with Babcock, and he'll get me rewarded with 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Cox is going to pick up his second foul in a row here.
I'll hit that replay button. Yeah, he kind of slid in there, Cox. Babcock's first is off the front iron, no good.
Unless they called it on Skimper.
Skimper?
I don't know.
All right. Won't matter. Skimper's last quarter is this quarter.
That's about right.
And Skimper blocks a follow there by Seams. Babcock's got it now. Barks out his signal coming from the bench. They'll get it here in the corner right here in front of us as Avery Jacobs tries to go inside, and Gabe Rudd goes right over the top of him. And it's going to be a foul and a 1-on-1 now opportunity for Rhett Shelton as Northern Valley's gone into the bonus with the too many fouls. Yep. And a lot of it's lazy defense.
A lot of it. Almost all of it, or lazy offensive boards, which was it was on the other end.
As that ball goes off of Rudd's head, good thing he's wearing that headband like we advised him to.
Safety first.
Safety first is right. And they'll try to go into
Just
Skimper.
An errant pass here is going to be another turnover by the Huskies.
Skimper and Preston are normally
usually pretty in sync with one another. Tonight it just feels like they're a little off. Skimper walks over to the bench with a bloody nose.
Don't get that as close as we are to the action.
Yeah.
Caden Lowry will need to check in for Drew. So Drew will probably sit here trying to stuff some Kleenex in that to try and clean it up.
Yeah, he's only got 1 minute left where he's able to play, so he'll want to get back out there and do as much as he can.
That is caught deep by Shelton, but once again, Cox's defense is just enough to not let the bucket go down. Northern Valley just trails by 2, 18-16 here, as they'll work in. Lowry at the top is going to bank one home. Caden Lowry.
The high post defender there collapsed too far and went down on Rudd, which wasn't a bad idea necessarily, but leaving Caden Lowry wide open from that high post makes him pay.
Seams finally makes Northern Valley pay from the inside as he caught it deep, and nobody helped. Kick back to Cox in the corner. He'll draw it with a left-hand dribble drive. Now he'll get it back on a handoff. All the way to, Hendrickson had an opportunity. It's going to stay here with Northern Valley, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, he called it Green's basketball.
I don't know how.
And same with the Phillipsburg coach there. I saw Gehring, I believe, go, really? But it is what it is. 19 to go here in this first half. Panthers up 2. Brody Preston trying to change that right here with an around-the-back dribble, trying to go baseline. Goes right through Babcock. And it'll be
they're going to get Preston for the offensive foul. Extending that arm potentially a little too much.
He was trying to draw contact, and that one will end up as his third foul. So you don't want to give up an easy one here with now 7 and 6 to go here in the half. Babcock with that right-hand dribble outside for a wide-open three-pointer for Jacobs. No good, and that will carry us to half. Allen, that's how the starters here for the Panthers will be, and they will start with the basketball. Northern Valley's going to change it up on the defensive side and go into a 2-3 defense with the big man Kyle Spear in the middle and try and force the Panthers to shoot it from the outside.
Yeah, Jason Cox and Gabe Rudd are both probably going to have to run a little bit out to those corners and get back to that backside block so that they can help on defense. Jordan Taylor there, the nice little spin around move in the paint to get the scoring rolling in the second half here.
The hesitation is what got him that bucket, got Gabe Brown in the air, and then went through him. It was a nice play by Taylor. Caden Lowry's kind of got the ball dead in the water at the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Cox.
Yeah, Rudd is going to have to probably be a little bit more aggressive to go get the ball in this half, as they're going to need him inside, especially if Caden Seams sits out as well of this half. So they don't have near as much size inside, so Rudd might be able to go and get, the ball a little bit more and do his thing inside.
Cox into the corner, has a kick ball there by Babcock. And they'll reset the shot clock, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that how that works?
Reset the shot clock on a kickball?
Yeah, you reset the shot clock to 25 in college basketball.
There you go.
But we're in junior varsity high school boys action.
So I got a question for you. What do you think? What do you think about if there was shot clock in high school?
Oh, I'd love a shot clock in high school. It's one of the things that I wish that they would implement.
35 seconds?
Sure,
probably?
I don't care where they want to start.
Even if it was a minute?
I don't care as long as you got one.
Well, 35 seconds is 10 seconds longer than whatever, the collegiate level.
The shot was long by Wyatt, tracked down by Northern Valley, as Cox will bring it across. Man-to-man defense here by the Panthers. They got to find Rudd on the inside. It's probably their best offensive option at the moment, as Hendrickson has it go off of his leg.
Yep. Huskies just a little sloppy with the ball tonight, ball handling wise, compared to what we've seen in the past in a couple games. It's just part of the reason that they only have 20 points. That Phillipsburg Panthers are playing pretty good defense, but Huskies aren't helping themselves at all, giving up too many opportunities.
Floater is no good, but an offensive rebound. Cleaned up and scored for Taylor. Give him now 6 on the night, but 2 or 4 here in this second half, as we're just a couple minutes in. They get the ball to Rudd here on the baseline. He's going to go right at the defender, go right through him and score. Rudd with his second bucket of the half as well, and this foul will go against Taylor. I'll hit the replay button, but I don't know if I was fast enough. Yeah, I was. He went right through that contact and scored it.
It's got to be the shoes, Marvin.
It's got to be the shoes. The Jordans are working for him here tonight. Nice, kind roll as well.
Commercial is way older than me, I think. Or it's probably about the same age.
No, it's older than you. Shot here by Babcock. Is tracked down in the corner by Hendrickson, and a full court pressure now in play by the Panthers. Trying to pick it up. The speed of this ball game creates a turnover here. Babcock's got it, and he's going to put the pedal down as nobody stopped him. He went all the way to the rim. The only thing that stopped him was Cox's
forearm
foul to the head.
Yeah.
So he'll get to earn 2 free shots.
That'll be Jason Cox's second foul of the evening. First team foul of this half, though. First shot from Babcock, short off the front iron. Second shot up and away. This one too long. So a little overcorrection there, but Panthers keep it. Taylor misses his first shot, cleans it up, and will get rewarded by going to the line. I believe Hendrickson is going to pick this one up. No, they're going to give it to Jason Cox. So he picks up 2 quick fouls in a row there. He's got 3 now. He's got to be careful.
We're lucky in that first half. There was a time where we thought Jason should have picked up one, and the official gave it to Skimper. That would have made a huge difference.
Yeah. Like we talked about to start this half, Huskies do not have the benefit of having the depth on bench right now. So if they got one guy foul out, they have no one else.
They've got one down there. Is Jonah Black is on the bench. He's going to check in here before long, as this free throw is also no good. Rudd gets a rebound.
But it'd be kind of nice to have 6 just to keep the legs fresh on a couple of these guys. But if one foul's out, you don't have that. You're going to have to dig deep. Allen picks this one away.
Strip by Allen will lead to another opportunity here as they get Babcock inside. He goes, and Rudd comes up with that one.
Could not quite connect there with Carter Kendall, is who he was looking for down on the post.
Cox to cross over here. They're really pressuring the ball way out high. The entire half court. They got to find Rudd the basketball. Inside, Hendrickson has that shot blocked, but he'll get it back as Rudd got his hand on it. No good. It'll go off to Phillipsburg, and it'll be Northern Valley's basketball. Number 2 and number 40 in here for the Panthers. That's Jacobs. And new into the game is Noah Jacobs as well. Avery and Noah. Rudd trying to get position, and that ball is knocked out by Taylor. Northern Valley to play it in again, except from the other side.
Taylor doing a good job of getting a paw in there and pushing that ball out, not getting sealed off on the back of Rudd on that inbound play.
Nobody guarded Lowry, but they couldn't get him the ball.
It's got to be a little quicker.
Wide open out in front of everybody is Allen, and he'll score the layup. That's the second time Northern Valley's been beat back, and they're just down the 3 points. That's a big difference. Cox's three is on the way, short, no rim.
He short-armed that one. He wasn't confident with the shot.
He cocks his head. He turns his head like this and shoots that ball.
Does he?
Yeah, it drives me a little bonkers. That's my cousin, right?
I don't know how he's related to you.
Yeah.
I cannot keep all the Coxes.
He's not my boy. I'd claim him, though. I like Jason. And Jacobs scores from the top of the key. That's Noah Jacobs, the 5'9 junior. Nobody was guarding him. He just turned and put it up and hit nothing but nylon. Inside to Rudd at the high post. He'll elevate and score.
Huskies needed a basket right there. It was kind of feeling like the Panthers were going to pull away as they got up, 5 points there. So a big basket there by Rudd to keep things within 3 in one possession.
Wyatt's three was no good. It'll give Northern Valley another shot at it. Caden Lowry to fire a three just off the mark for him. And good smart play by Rudd. I can't help him. Can you help him? No. I got no clue. Anybody?
Oh, no, they're going to say it's White's ball. So
into the game, number 32 for Phillipsburg. That's Nathan Fisher. And Jonah Black into the game here for Northern Valley. Nobody picked up Babcock. He just walked in and floated one over.
A little lack of self-awareness there from the Huskies. Not, it's okay to know your assignment and who you're supposed to go out on, but it doesn't really matter if you let the ball go straight to the basket.
Lowry working on the wing.
Fisher doing a good job against him.
Now they get the ball to Hendrickson. Got to get a little floor spacing here. Cox has got to be ready to shoot the ball. Inside to Rudd. Elevates, no good. And Jacobs clears the rebound now to Babcock, and he will push.
Allen.
That's Allen. Finds Fisher open for three.
Money! Signs of life now from the Phillipsburg Panthers. Valuable points coming off the bench right now.
Fisher, the 5'8" freshman, steps on in the second offensive possession, just drains a three ball.
That was a smooth shot, too.
Rudd's follow-away turnaround jump shot, front rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Hendrickson.
Needs to go back up into the body of the defender there. He kind of faded away, and you're not going to get that call if you don't go into contact.
Taylor just blocked it. Jacobs will fire one from the outside, and he'll knock down the long ball.
They're feeling it from that corner right now, aren't they?
That's the biggest lead here by the Panthers, 36-25, 1:42 here to go in the third quarter. Now we've got a steal by Jacobs. Can he get up and dunk it? He's out by him lonesome, and he'll lay it in. Avery Jacobs having a hot night and a big old smile on his face. It's pretty fun to watch, too. Inside to Jonah Black. Flip it up and around now to Hendrickson. Lowry with one dribble, and he'll go back to Jason Cox. Northern Valley's skip pass all the way to Lowry. And now Hendrickson open.
That. If no one's going to make it over
there
to you, you got to shoot that.
There it is. Hendrickson finds his range, but this one's just long. And Jacobs to track it down, and he's out in front again. Crossover dribble pulled up, and he was fouled by Jonah Black. He'll go to the line for shoot 2. Jacobs has been everywhere here late in this third quarter. He picks up this steal, crosses over, pulls up, and fouled. He was wanting one. That was more of a heat check than anything. Now he's going to have to go to the free throw line to prove them both.
Yeah, Huskies having a hard time finding an answer defensively in the last 3 minutes of this game. Jacobs buries that first attempt.
Man, that was silky smooth.
Silky smooth. Number 44 into
Trevor
the game.
Trevor Durking into the game, a 6-foot sophomore here for Phillipsburg. One and two.
Jacobs has got a nice smooth release and a smooth shot.
5'5" freshman making an impact here in the third quarter. Hendrickson's into the middle lane, pulls up, puts it off the glass and in. Northern Valley needs a lot more assertiveness from Hendrickson to stay in this one. Fisher in the corner. Now to Allen with a hesitation dribble, will swing to Jacobs. Tries to go inside to Jacobs, and somehow that goes through Rudd. A long shot there by Durking, and it's no good.
Yeah, it wouldn't have counted, but it would have been fun.
The crowd was about ready to erupt.
Yeah. Durking actually didn't even know what was going on. He turned around after they blew that whistle.
He Steph Curry'd that one, and it was shot it and turned.
Yeah.
Hendrickson. He'll have to drop to Gabe Rudd on the wing. And now Cox with the left-handed dribble. Floats it inside, and we'll have a foul here against Durking, I'm guessing. No, it'll go against 30 or 40? 40. It'll go against Jacobs. Hendrickson's got to get it in, and he does to Cox, who throws it back, falling away with 3 and with 2. Cox is going to have to float up the runner off the glass, and no good. 40-27, Phillipsburg.
Big. Any way we can help, please tell us. We believe in you.
When it comes,
Hendrickson with the drive to the baseline. It's cut off there by Durking. And he'll have to come all the way back. Nobody picked him up. Elbow line jumper, splash.
Good move by Hendrickson. Like you said, the assertiveness is going to need to come from the senior leadership of Hendrickson in this fourth quarter. Down only 11. It feels like way more than that. This is honestly still anyone's ball game if the Huskies can get hot and kind of slow down the Panthers a little bit on defense.
So they got Kendall. This is a three-pointer here.
That was a three-pointer from Landon
Wyatt.
We haven't seen him since the second quarter.
They get it inside to Durking. Step through on Kyle Spear, and he scored it. And the crowd loved it. Look at it. They feed the big man. He goes right through contact, goes up, and he'll score, go to the line to shoot one.
Using that size to his advantage right there, the 6-foot sophomore.
He looks a lot bigger than 6 foot.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I looked down and saw it was only 6 foot. This is going to go against Rudd, I believe.
No,
they're going to give the foul to Wyatt there.
Yeah, I think he's grown since they did the measurements, because there is no way
like 4 inches.
Durking is not taller than 6 foot.
Well, if you look out there, he matches Gabe Rudder. They have a 6'3", or he might be just a hair taller than
I think he's taller.
Could just be a typo, maybe, or maybe they just want us to not know about their secret
weapon, Durking.
Shot from Lowry a little too strong.
And Kendall with the rebound, quickly over and up with Babcock trying to squeeze a pass in. It'll go off of a Husky and out of bounds.
Tried to play it off like it hit Durking last, but I'm too far away to be able to tell you if it did or not.
So inbound, and the ball here is Wyatt.
We've been able to bring everyone at home. Multiple different angles the last couple of weeks. We've been, shifting around in these gyms, giving you a couple different views.
Steal there by Hendrickson to give Northern Valley a possession. And out in front is Landon Wyatt. He's going to track it way down in the corner. Good hustle. He gets to Babcock. Nice feed, but it couldn't make the layup. That was Carter Kendall. And Northern Valley escapes again.
And the gym, the student section over there would have went crazy if that one would have fell.
Inside they go to Rudd. And now a steal here by the Panthers. Up and lay it in.
Babcock
2 more for Babcock.
did a good job there, taking it all the way to the rim.
with the left hand scores.
Smooth. I imagine we'll be seeing him getting some pretty valuable minutes in the varsity as well. Oh, they're going to get
travel
Lowry
here against Lowry.
Into the game right now for the Panthers is number 23, Jordan Taylor. And in for the first time tonight is number 5, Adam Mascarenas.
There you go. I'm glad you tried that one before I did.
Mascarenas
is now into the game. It feels like a crowd favorite as the student section was chanting his name. They're trying to get him the ball here, and they do. Out to Fisher, now around to Jacobs. Skip past to Macarenas. He's going to fire the long three. That's just long, no good. Wonderful offensive rebound and no whistle. But Jordan Taylor missed it, so Northern Valley to come in back action. 5:32 to go, 44-29. The Panthers lead. Cox's three from the top of the key, and the mullet makes it.
Huskies need to hurry back a little bit more, as I know they're tired. They don't have as much depth as the Panthers do right now to play with, but can't give them too many easy looks.
Fisher's got to be ready to cash that ball. The last three he let loose was nothing but net. Mascarenas will shoot another three. Long, no good.
Fisher tries to save it.
Fisher could not control the offensive rebound. It'll go to Northern Valley. So Cox, who just hit one, is going to really need to be pretty assertive here on the offensive end if they can't get the ball inside to Rudd. They'll get it inside to Kyle at the top of the key, and it's a turnover. Jacobs out front. His floater up and off the glass and in. Is he 100% from the field tonight?
I don't know. It feels like it, though. He's having himself a heck of a ball game offensively.
I've got him down for 7, and I don't do that good a job of keeping track of things always.
Yeah, you're usually a little on the small end or the short end of things. They try to skip pass it over here to Hendrickson.
Taylor out alone. He's going to go up on the rim over Cox and score it with the right hand.
Huskies just look gassed right now with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left.
They do look gassed, is right. Hendrickson, 2 dribbles with the left hand, pulls up off the back iron. Fisher with the rebound, and he'll push with the right hand. Northern Valley's got to mark the basketball. Mascarenas on the right side, but it's picked out of there by Hendrickson. With the left hand all the way, he'll put it up, no good. Gabe Rudd with a hustle rebound. He'll put it in and score with a turnarounder. That's Gabe Rudd's 9th point of the night.
Huskies are probably going to need a little bit more dribble penetration from Jason Cox on the offensive side of things to try to create space for Rudd to get the ball down low.
Rudd will just take it himself all the way this time, and he'll score it.
No need for the dribble penetration if you just give it to the big man.
Well, he tried to look for an outlet pass when he got the rebound.
That's
Nobody really wanted it, so he just decided to take off. Mascarenas will fire another one. No good. Kyle Spear with a defensive rebound.
Huskies walking it up like they have the 12-point lead.
Well, I think we admitted it the other night. They're just kind of gassed. They got inside to Kyle. He had to go out and around. Back out to Cox's. His three is going to go down silky
Just
smooth.
Like that,
and Coach Brands goes, timeout. We're still in this
it's a
one.
9-point game.
We'll get back right after this 60-second break. It was quickly changed when the lineup changed there by Phillipsburg. They brought on a few more players. They'll go with Kendall.
Got back to a single-digit lead.
Kendall,
only.
Babcock, Wyatt,
Allen,
and Jacobs into the game. Here's Jacobs' baseline jumper. Is going to be long, no good. Northern Valley's Hendrickson with a rebound. And Northern Valley just down 9, needs another bucket.
Yeah, the feel of this game has been very up and down.
Get it inside, boys.
All the momentum has gone the way of the Panthers, but like you said, just a 9-point game now.
Cox got to be ready to shoot this one in. Got to shoot that ball in, Jason. You've hit the last 2.
That's right.
Elevation there for Rudd, and he'll score it through the contact.
Now just a 7-point lead for the Panthers.
Three-pointer up and down.
Babcock does not want this game to be as close as it is. Trying to put it on ice.
That was smooth and just what the doctor ordered if he was a Panthers fan.
So Lowry will get the ball in the wing.
His three's up and no good.
Coach gave him the green light over here.
Jason, get ready to shoot that ball.
Fire away.
As they waited for it, they just picked it off out in front. That's a big 5-point swing as this bucket is the first bucket for Landon Wyatt. Hendrickson, pull-up jump shot's going to be short as it was blocked. And now Wyatt with a pull-up jump shot, no good. Gabe Rudd's got the rebound.
Hendrickson's going to get called for the travel there as Babcock was there to greet him right when he turned around, and all the subs are going to come back in after.
Durking and Jacobs. Mascarenas and number 3 is Landon Wyatt.
Yeah. With just 1:10 left, the Huskies out of that timeout break had their chance getting it down to a 7-point lead, but the Panthers did a good job of putting their foot back on the gas and creating a 12-point lead, which might be a little too big for the Huskies to overcome. Mascarena's shot there just short.
As Cox pulls the rebound down, he's got to be ready to shoot it here.
May as well shoot it from the logo at this point. I mean,
he can find teammates, but he doesn't want to find Jacobs, the man of the hour. Goes to Mascarenas, but he's out of bounds. Phillipsburg to get it back with 50.5 to go. They lead 53-41 in this one. It's all but the tick, tick, tick of the clock to finish this one out. Wyatt's long 3, no good. Cox with a rebound. Trying to find shots for his teammates at the moment. So they look to Hendrickson. He's got to flip it up over his head, and it's going to be a run out here by the Panthers. They get the ball over to Mascarenas. Now goes to Durking, but at 5 holds him, and Caden Lowry's out in front. He's going to take it rim to rim, up off the glass, and a foul.
Call. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
It's Caden Lowry.
I love the aggressiveness from Lowry on that one.
I love the whistle. They were going to let it go, but a foul's a foul. They're working hard.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's only 20 seconds left.
So Lowry will go to the line to shoot 2. He's got 2 points so far here on the night.
Like you said, I like seeing them reward the play, the hard effort from Lowry, as the first shot from Lowry is nothing but net.
Caden's second one.
Up and away, and this one's just long. Rebounded by Kendall.
So Kendall into the corner for Mascarenas. Will fire another 3. No good. And Hendrickson bats the ball out of bounds. 9.8 to go. They're going to throw it in here. It's the Panthers. They'll give it to Mascarenas again. Yeah! He made it! And the crowd goes wild. Cox's long one at the buzzer is no good, but heck of a night if you're a Panthers fan, because everybody enjoys a long bomb by Mascarenas in this